This is Ace with RockRevolt Magazine. I am here with Yessi of Chrysalis, correct? Is that the proper way to say it?
That's how everybody else says it, but I think the proper pronunciation is Chrysalis.
Chrysalis, okay, right on. Hey, you're going to know more than we will, right?
You would hope so.
Right on. Well, how's it going today, man? What you up to?
Not much, actually. Just waking up.
Yeah?
These are still sleeping hours for the rock star, man.
Right on. And hey, you got to get ready for that too, since you're getting ready to go hit the road in support of your guys' new album. We're getting ready to drop on the 13th, yeah?
Yes, sir. In 3 days.
Right. Yeah. So the 13th is a busy day. New album, My Eternity, plus the tour, getting out there with Flog, getting ready to go see some people's faces.
Yeah, the album's actually called Reminder, and it's currently available for pre-order right now.
Right, I'm a dick. My Eternity's the first single off of the song track or album.
Yeah, correct. We shot it, and we already released a music video for that.
Right. I promise I've got my shit together, man. My bad. So yes, actually I've had a chance to listen to the album. Borrowing Distance, man, killer song. Probably my favorite one off the album right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're probably more into the heavier side of music then, right?
No, I'm an open book dude. I'm a huge dude. I love Neil Diamond, Patsy Cline, everything. Just something about that song just grabbed me from the first time I heard it and was like, holy shit, that's great. It's just every once in a while you'll listen and a song just grabs you, and that one did it for me, man.
Cool. Glad you like it.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is your guys' what's it? It's you guys have put out a couple albums. This is gonna be one of your it's a LP, correct? One of the first long plays, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what went into getting this out and being the first long play? What because you guys have been around for a long time putting out music. So why is this not your first long play? I mean, you know what I'm saying? What went into this one?
A lot. I mean, I think the thing that makes this record special is that we had a lot of cool people work on it with us. For instance, Ulrich Wild, he produced the album, and we've always been a fan of his work ever since we were kids. I mean, he did a White Zombie album. He worked with the Deftones. More recently, he's worked with Death Clock. So I mean, it was a really exciting experience to be able to do a record with him, and have his contribution go into the record as well. And he really did help out a lot in bringing together, this full body of work, because it's not easy. I mean, especially with a band like us, when you have, songs that all basically sound different from each other at some point, from the producer's perspective, it has to come together for the listener.
Right, absolutely. Putting the album together, everything like you said, Len, you're right. A lot of the songs on the album, I mean, all totally different styles, totally different tempos. Does that make the album more fun for you guys when you're putting that together instead of having just that same range all the way through?
Well, that's why we write songs like that, is because I think any of us in this band would probably get pretty bored, with songs that were all of the same style. I think it keeps things more exciting for us and our listeners when we switch things up and embrace qualities of change and diversity. And Ulrich said that he said himself that it was this album is one of the most diverse albums he's ever done, and so it's exciting, yes, but it's much more challenging. And, I think from a marketing perspective, it also kind of gives us and our fans this identity crisis of, not really knowing, who we are, what we're doing. But we tend to embrace that, though, because, it just seems that in today's musical environment, especially in rock music, people like to have these little corners for themselves, like they create all these subgenres, and the bands cater to the subgenre, and fans, kind of, pocket themselves and close themselves off to all the wonderful diversity that there is in the music industry.
Right, and you just totally hit the nail on the head of what's wrong with the music industry right now, is everybody pockets themselves, closes their mind off to different styles. I mean, if you look on threads and posts and people talk about music and metal and all different kinds, it's like they would fist fight if they were in person, it would seem like. You know what I'm saying?
But does it gent?
What's that?
But does it gent?
Ah, man, it's just... I don't know. I like the openness, man. I like the different. I like the different styles, the different melodies, the going back and forth. Because you put on an album, first track to the last track, and it's like, I don't even know if I heard a different song. I like that different change, man. I really do. It keeps you more into the music, I think. That's my opinion.
Definitely. I mean, I think at the end of the day, we are a progressive metal band. Generally speaking, but it's kind of hard to identify that identify us as that, because the stuff that people consider progressive metal today tends to be like the genty 7/8 string noodling kind of sound, and to me that's not. I think the word progressive should imply, like in terms of style, like pushing the boundaries of style, rather than pushing the boundaries of just technicality.
Right. No, absolutely. Let's talk about this video you guys did for My Eternity. My Eternity. God damn, I cannot talk today. Did you guys have a lot of say so in this? Because this video is pretty wicked. It's got it's pretty gnarly video, man. I like it. How much input did you have on that?
When the time came to do a music video for this album, and we knew that we wanted My Eternity to be the first single, and we already knew that we wanted to work with director Jonathan Martin. Because of his previous experience in independent horror films.
Right.
He's a spectacular director. I mean, we were really stoked about his work. And plus, in one of his videos, there was like a bunch of Star Wars references, and we're like total Star Wars nerds. So we definitely connected with him on that level. And as far as the input that we had on the My Eternity video, I think the idea came about, from just phone calls with Jonathan and just exchanging ideas back and forth. And we decided to go with something that was based off of, the tone of the lyrics. Okay. And if you listen to the lyrics, if you read the lyrics, it pretty much follows that exactly. I mean, it's about, it's about coming back and seeking revenge against someone who did you wrong,
right?
And I think that the video follows that perfectly. I mean, it's about the murder of this woman, and her assailants try to communicate with her through this spiritual medium, and the spiritual medium brings back the victim so that she can have her revenge against her assailants. And it ends up being this wild, bloody mess. And it was fun. It was fun to shoot. I mean, it was like a really cool experience, because we didn't expect Jonathan to go as far as he did. I mean, there were makeup artists, There was like, you know, food catering.
Right.
There was just like it was like this all out, you know, Hollywood style video shoot, and he put a lot of care into the prop work, into the setting, and yeah, the result was, you know, My Eternity. It turned out to be a great video.
No, it's a badass video, man. It's you know, it definitely has that, like you said, it has that totally professional movie look, feel. I mean, it's gnarly, man. People definitely need to check it out. It's awesome. Now, we're going to nerd out for a second because you mentioned Star Wars. Have you seen Rogue One yet?
Fuck yeah, dude. I've seen it 4 times already, like, in the theater.
I just finally got to see it this last Friday, man. It was awesome, man. I loved it. Loved it.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I mean, it was so much better than anything that they've done, you know, aside from the originals, of course. And
right.
I had to go watch it again when I heard that Carrie Fisher died, you know, and it made me view the movie from this completely different experience, you know, from this completely different standpoint. It was a totally different experience, you know, to see her, like, how they brought her back, like, you know, with CGI and stuff like that.
Right.
Like at first it was kind of silly to me because, you know, it's like her and Governor Tarkin, you know, it looked, you know, digital compared to everyone else, but you know, it was supposed to be a tribute to you know, the old actors, and I totally got that. I mean, I think they pulled it off really well, and like, I mean, what a cruel trick that Hollywood plays. I mean, that they're able to, like, you know, bring back your you know, favorite characters when they were younger. Yeah. You know, and like digitally, you know, like represent them, you know, in their old form, or, you know, in their younger form rather.
Right, and I did think, though, when I first saw it, that when Carrie Fisher turned around, she looked a little Cabbage Patch Kiddish, kind of. You know, the round face looked a little Cabbage Patch Kiddish, but it was still pretty damn good.
It's weird. Yeah, I mean, it was good. Well, do you remember seeing Tron Legacy?
You know, I never saw it.
Well, they did that a few years ago, and Jeff Bridges is in it, obviously, and they, you know, have young Jeff Bridges also, and I think that they're getting better at doing, like, the facial recognition technology and, like, the, you know, CGI representation of a human face.
Yeah.
And if you compare Tron Legacy to, you know, Star Wars Rogue One, I mean, it's incomparable. I mean, the CGI that they did on the faces for Rogue One was just, like, way better. Right. So, like, in a decade, they're probably going to be able to have it to where you can't even tell if it's a, you know, real person or not.
Oh, absolutely. Here, yeah. No, I bet it ain't even a decade. I bet it's within 5 years, man. They're going to totally be able to, you know,
you're right.
They're totally going to be able to, you know, completely recreate it and not look digital at all, you know?
Yeah, like, new actors are going to have a hard time getting work.
Right, absolutely. Let's bring back all the good ones, shit.
Right, yeah, pretty much.
Right.
Now, all the new actors will pretty much be stand-ins, you know? Right. Are you the right height, you know?
Right, and
that's all that's going to matter.
Right, and I'm pretty sure you probably noticed, you know, when they were walking through that Jedi City, the guy that bumps into him, he's like, "Hey, you better watch yourself." It's the same guy Luke ran to in the cantina. It was awesome. Yeah, there was a lot of little Easter eggs there.
Yeah, those guys are always causing trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, I just thought it was a nice little Easter egg that they dropped in there, you know, so. But hell yeah.
Oh, there was tons of them, yeah. There was tons of them.
Yeah, it was a good movie, man. So, going out with Flaw, dude, getting ready to go out with them here in a couple days. Have you been out with those guys before? What are you expecting?
Well, I hear they're pretty crazy dudes to tour with. To be honest with you, I hear they have quite a reputation for being pretty fucking wild.
Yeah.
So we just toured with Trap.
Oh, okay.
And I would say that they were pretty fucking wild on their tour bus most nights.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, nothing new for us. We always like to document the experience, and we're not quite so wild of a crew. I mean, you know, we might drink every now and then, and you know, throw something across the bus. But that's about the extent of it. But from what I hear about, but the Trap guys, those guys were pretty fucking wild, man.
Right. So you're ready. You've been prepped kind of. Well, Trap just toured with Flaw not that long ago during the summer. I think they did that Make America Rocket tour again together. So
yeah. Oh yeah, that must have been a wreck.
Yeah. Yeah, and with Saving Abel, with the guys from Saving Abel, and all. Yeah, I'm sure that was quite the experience.
yeah. Especially after the show.
Right. Well, man, busy month coming up, busy couple 3 days, new album, new tour, man. Looks you're gonna be about 3 hours south of us. We might try to jump down there to see a show. Anything you want to say to the fans? Let them know how to get your music, where to see you.
Yeah, check the dates on our Facebook page under the events tab. We'll be coming to a city near you on this tour. And our latest album, Reminder, comes out in 3 days also. You can pre-order it right now via iTunes, Google Play, any of the musical outlets, really. And check out the My Eternity music video on YouTube.
Right on, man. Well, we'll let you go start your day and get prepared for that tour, man. I greatly appreciate the time.
Yes, sir. Have a great day, man. Thanks for having me.
We'll talk to you soon, man.
All right. Okay, bye.
Bye.